But you know what he hasn't done that you were able to do? Create one of the biggest YouTube channels of all time, you know? Which he's actually starting
doing
today.
it now. He's doing it now.
He is doing that right
now. This is TMZ Inside the Ring.
Welcome to TMZ's Inside the Ring. I'm Branson Quirk.
I'm Roger Corral.
Welcome back, Roger.
Thank you.
You missed out on Tyrus last week.
I did. I keep getting
what for?
What for? I have this coughing fit. I'm not even sick.
I know.
I'm not even sick.
So we were just telling our guest who's about to come on that I had to switch our tracks over with the guest to me because your cough is out of control.
I know. I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay. You know, forgiveness is something we do here at TMZ.
I'm hoping.
You know,
I don't know about that actually.
Right. Well, I'm so excited today, and I'm genuinely saying this. I am a massive fan of this guy. I've been watching his videos since day one, and that's not cap either. I've been watching since day one, 2023, and I even printed the videos on my paper here to mention them. So today we are sitting down with a man who changed the game twice in his life. First as the Tough Enough Season 1 winner who shocked The Undertaker out of the 2002 Royal Rumble, and now as one of the most talked about and brutally honest voices on YouTube. His channel has absolutely blown up since 2023 for pulling back the curtain on what life is like in WWE and after WWE. No filters, no PR, just truth from the ruthless aggression era to the YouTube algorithm era.
Oh, look at that. That was good. That was good.
Algo. He's built one of the most authentic second acts in wrestling media. Maven Huffman, welcome to TMZ's Inside the Ring.
It's my pleasure, guys. Thank you for having me. Doctor, and I'm going to call you lawyer.
There you go.
There you go. I got a shout out.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I hope
first.
I hope you get that cough looked at. I definitely hope you get that cough looked at.
I know.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Before you come in and he gives you COVID-19, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, it's still going around.
I'm going to put my mask on, even though we're separated by 3,000 miles. And then you can't be too careful.
I'll try to keep it under control, guys.
You'd be surprised. Like, COVID is still going around, and people.
It doesn't go through the camera, dude. What are you?
I'm just saying, man. I'm not saying that you have it, but I'm just saying it's still a real problem.
It is.
So,
the news people decided to stop talking about it, though.
Yeah, and obviously that means it's over.
So it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
Maven, so you are an extremely busy guy, and again, I've been watching you since 2023, and I even put your first video down here, and correct me if I'm wrong, this is the first video, right? It's rating WWE wrestlers I worked with, right?
That's cool.
Yeah, that was video number one. That was the video that my partner, Zach, when he laid out this grand scheme of what his vision was, that we always knew that was going to be video one. And we always knew that the money video, how much I made as a WWE superstar, was going to be in that first batch as well. We landed on the rating wrestlers just because people are curious. You talked about the algorithm. It's so simple in YouTube. People stick around because they want to know who's next.
It's true.
Yeah,
it's that simple. It's literally that simple.
Tell me, so you said a little bit, you said your partner, Zach. Whose idea was this originally when this all started?
Mine, 100% all mine.
Okay, good.
I give nobody credit but me. Man, he had to talk me into it. Well, not to do YouTube. I knew I always wanted a way to make a living that required me running my mouth. But I just didn't think that people cared about the stuff that they do. We had our first Zoom call in April. He reached out to me through LinkedIn and asked if I'd be interested. And he told me I have another YouTube channel, and he told me how much he was making on that other YouTube channel, and that perked my interest. So, and I'm thinking, my God, if he can replicate that success in another platform, that'd be great. So that first call we had was about an hour and a half long. And he's laying out all these video ideas. He's like, "Yeah, we could do a video of you rating wrestlers and talk about how much money you made, and we can do a video." Yeah, exactly. And he's like, "That's just my generic. That's my generic white guy voice." And he's like, "And we'll do a video where you show the contents of your bag And I'm like, man, people really care about this? I was wrong. I've never been happier to be more wrong in my life, because it took about 2 to 3 weeks, but once it caught on, I mean, we've been off to the races ever since. And what I had in my mind, because we all know what success means to us, I had a number in my mind that I'm sitting there dreaming, like, if I could just make X amount of dollars a month, man, that would sure make my life a lot easier. And thinking it was going to take us forever. Man, we did that like month one, we were close to it. And by month 2, we had surpassed it.
Wow.
And and ever since then, I've just been like waiting to be like woken up and have somebody be like, go to work. You were sleeping. Like, damn it.
So now you're full-time doing this. You've said many, many times. I know in the beginning you were working hybrid, so you were doing another job, corporate, I believe, and also YouTube. So when did this officially cross over full time?
Well, technically, I'm still doing both, but time wise, this gets 95% of my time. It's just because it's because it requires it.
Yeah.
When we did the Buff Bagwell video back 3 months ago, I mean, that required me getting in my truck, driving to Atlanta, which was about 18 hours, and then spending 3 days with Buff. And while we were there, we filmed the Matt Lyda video, and we go ahead, and if we're together, we're going to get a batch of videos filmed. And we found that we need to get together about every 5th to 6th week. So just the time constraints. And I also got a video guy here but it's good problems to have. Yeah. Now we have sponsors. Sure. And my God, if a sponsor wants to pay me 10 grand to do an ad, I'll find the time to do it.
Yeah.
Goddamn, I'll find the time to do it.
Money.
So, but it's again, I feel like I've kind of found a life cheat code. And it just makes me wonder, because I always thought I had something to give. I didn't know what it was. I'm just very thankful that my partner saw something in me that I didn't. I've told him plenty of times, I'm like, why the hell did you pick me? Like, of all wrestlers, why did you pick me? And he told me, he was like, well, and he didn't say it this way, but I know it's true. If he would have asked somebody like that had a better career than me, they're going to tell him to go kick rocks.
Sure. I get that.
But if he found someone that had a cup of coffee, well, they're just not going to be as known. I was in that middle ground that didn't have too great of a career, but wasn't a complete jobber. So it was that middle ground. And then he told me, he's like, and plus I knew you'd be able to talk to the camera, which is not the easiest thing in the world, just to talk one-on-one to the camera. And I'm happy he did. I tell him all the time, I never thought a 26-year-old YouTuber from South Dakota was going to change my life, but my God, I'm glad he did.
So he gets a pretty good yearly bonus.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, we're 50. I've changed his life too. Some bitch just bought a new house.
Oh, so, you bought him a house?
No, he was able to.
Yeah. But yes, I bought him a house.
Yeah, no, really. I mean, through your life.
Hey, but listen, where I'm sitting right here, I'm in month 2 of being in my new place. I have my own dedicated space here where I can do just this. So he and this doesn't happen without him. So I'm very thankful. I let him know. When I met his parents, this is like, I'm an idiot. I don't know how I was to better say it. I'm just an idiot. I thanked his parents for having him. I was like,
I love that.
I was like, thank you guys so much. So much.
Hey, no, it's true. I'm sure they loved that. I'm sure they loved it.
It just goes to show you never know, and keep your options open, because you never know what or who could change your life if you're just open to opportunities.
Yeah, always take what's in front of you. Seriously, you never know what can happen. Yeah. I have to say, I mean, my friends, we all watch you, and we always say how good of a storyteller that you are. that's your gift, is being a great storyteller. The minute you start talking, I don't know what it is. I don't know what kind of
he gets us, dude.
I don't know what kind of deal you made with like the devil or whatever, but you're a great storyteller. Even when you're telling me to subscribe to your channel on the homepage, I'm like, okay, you got me. And I want to know, so like, what's your process in writing out these videos? Do you write them? Do you improv them? Like, what's from the beginning of the channel to now? Has it changed?
Well, the process, people think that we write out a big script or anything, and it's actually a lot more simple than that. My partner will text me and be like, hey, he texted me yesterday, and here's this is exactly how it starts. By the way, had an idea for a video that could do well, I think you would enjoy doing. I'll share the idea later. That's literally how it starts.
Yeah.
And then he'll pitch an idea to me, and I'll start thinking about it. And originally, when we started the channel, I made a promise that I quickly had to break, and that was I said I'll never tell stories that aren't mine, and I've kept that promise. But I realized, I was eventually going to tell all my stories, so we had to then expand, and that's when we started bringing guests on. I never wanted to tell like Batista's story or Booker's. How can I tell the story of Booker and Austin in the supermarket? I wasn't there, and it wasn't me. Mm-hmm. But a good workaround is, well, hell, I can bring Booker on and have Book tell the story, and then promote stuff along the way. But as far as being a storyteller, I guess I'm an idiot. Like, and I know what it takes to entertain me. And when I was a school teacher, I used to literally think before my lessons, how would sixth grade Maven learn this material? Mm-hmm. And then that's how I would teach. So I do the same when I try to tell stories. What would it take, knowing my ADD brain can see a squirrel and be, and completely get lost? What would it take to keep me interested? And I try to tell the stories that way.
Well, you've definitely kept us all very interested. And again, part of your appeal is that you're very honest, brutally honest. Has there ever been any pushback from any former wrestler based on any of the stories you've told before?
Except RVD. We saw that one.
Yeah, we saw RVD. Which we have questions.
I did feel bad about that. Like,
we saw you go to his house.
We just watched it.
Seriously. I literally, I got so. Can I cuss on here?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
I got so fucking high for that, and I did feel bad. As far as pushback, a few, but none that none I care about. Like, these guys aren't paying my bills. Like I've said it before. What are we not buddies anymore? Are we not gonna hang out? Oh, I'm not gonna be invited to so and so's wedding. I don't give a shit what they think. Because they're out doing the same thing. And if anybody gets mad, it's just because they're not doing it. I'm a firm believer in that. Mm-hmm. But I haven't got as much as you would think. I expected a ton. And most people, most people just want to be a part of it. Most people, whenever I hit them up and ask if they want to do a video, we pay. So it's a pretty easy payday. Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Absolutely.
I'm doing that wrong, man.
Well, but you guys are journalists. I'm not. And I know journalists.
Well, thank you for calling us
that. I air quote. But I know what my time is worth, and I want others to know that I value their time. Mm-hmm. So on top of, a monetary, something easiest money they'll make, we push whatever stories or whatever they have or whatever they're trying to get over on their platform, So it's kind of a win-win, but I've had people say no. And my answer to that is no problem. Mm-hmm. I get it. I totally completely understand. I'm taking off. I'm flying out at the end of this week to go, film with Ken Anderson, and
nice.
And I loved his gimmick back in the day. He came in that period of time right after I left.
After you,
when I hated wrestling, and was like a jilted lover.
Mm-hmm.
So I've had to catch up with what his career was. I wasn't watching at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching like I Love New York or whatever horseshit was on VH1.
Atunga was on that.
Atunga was on that.
Yeah. Amazing. Yeah, like that. I can't wait to sit down with him. Like very few guys leave me, make me feel like less of a man. If you're in the room with The Rock, like you feel like I feel like a child, like, and Atunga is another one. Like, my God, I feel like I just haven't accomplished anything.
Well, he's also massive. So when he came into TMZ,
he was flexing.
His bicep was huge, and his tricep, like I'd never seen an arm that big.
Do you guys believe? Like, I believe that when we're getting created by the Almighty, he's like, boom, touching. Oh, this is Tom Brady. He'll be good at football. He'll be good at this. This is Steve Jobs. Oh, he'll be good at technology. And they're just giving people little taps on the shoulder, and that's what's giving people gifts. I think he sneezed and gave David all of them. I think he was like, "Oh, David, shit," and sneezed all the gifts on it. Because think about it, he's smart, he's big, he's good looking, he can talk. Like my goal when we do a video is I'll find out what he can't do. Like I'm gonna get to it.
He's also
There's gotta
an
be
actor.
something.
He's also an actor.
Oh.
He was in Marvel's She-Hulk. He was in Criminal Minds. I believe.
Yeah, dude.
And he's got other stuff coming up. He's attraction, dude.
I'm gonna pull out a fucking Sudoku or something and be like, do it. There's got to be something.
But you know what he hasn't done that you were able to do? Create one
What's
of
that?
the biggest YouTube channels of all time, which he's actually
He's
starting
doing
to do.
it now. He's doing it now.
He is doing that right now. I didn't want to say it, but no, he is. But that's why Maven is getting involved early. He's investing in the stock early. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on the ground floor in this. Listen, and here's another. I think because you guys asked what the secret. I think there's a few things that's led to my success. One, I'm everyman. There's nothing special about me. I'm the fan that lived his dream in the wrestling industry. I don't try to come across on YouTube as being something that I'm not. Mm-hmm. I'll be the first to admit I'm an idiot. There's a lot of stuff that I'm just winging. I don't know. And I love to root for others' success. David having success on YouTube can only help me. And what do I mean by that? David, being a wrestler, I guarantee you when his videos are done, the algorithm, the queue is going to feed them to either Legal Eagle or another wrestling video.
Yeah.
And I know that there's a good chance that one of those videos could be mine. So their success can only help me. And vice versa.
Wow.
Totally. Speaking of...
Totally. I'm real sorry. I tell my partner all the time, I don't want all the money. I just want a little bit.
Just give me a little bit.
Right. Eventually, you're going to be like, hey, we make this 50-50. Maybe we make this 70-30.
I'm so thankful to have my partner. Don't you go putting that idea in his head.
I know, right? No, well, I can't cut that out. Harvey Levin has a strict rule against cutting things out. So sorry. No, I'm kidding. I want to ask you, speaking of current success, I know you don't watch WWE currently, the programming, but over the weekend was Saturday Night Main Event, and we've got a lot going on that's in the news. John Cena's farewell tour, and I don't know if you've talked about it recently, but I just want to know your opinion on this. So who do you think deserves to face John Cena in the final match, if you can even give me a name?
It's going to have to be someone that they're trying to push moving forward, someone that they see to carry the ball, for the next 10 years, someone that needs the push. Mm-hmm. That's the whole thing in wrestling. When someone's on the way down and on the way out, their job is to pass the rock to here. You take it from here. And that's usually a very coveted slot. That's why the whole Taker WrestleMania streak was such a big deal. because you ideally wanted someone to take that streak that you were going to make, the company was going to make money with moving forward. I don't, and just because I'm selfish and I like the guy a lot, he pops up. I don't watch the product. Like, I don't sit down with a bowl of popcorn and watch every Monday night.
I don't either.
But,
Kidding, I do.
but I do have a feed, and I catch up with it on my feed. And I could not be more just impressed with Braun.
I knew he was going to say Braun Breaker.
I just think he's just, if you were in a lab making a wrestler, my God, you'd make him.
His speed is undeniable.
It's just insane. What finally sold me on him too, and it's something that you don't think of as being important, but my God, it is. Now that ESPN is taken over and is, I guess, the parent company to WWE with TKO, they had Braun on Sports Center and dressed up in a suit.
Nice.
And you need someone that's going to be so well-spoken, someone that's going to represent your company well. That was one of Cena's, magical, parts about him for all those years. He could do what he could do in the ring, but then you knew he was going to represent the company glowingly. And you could put him on late night shows or morning shows, and it was going to be a good showing. When I watched Braun, and he's so well-spoken, he comes off just making the company look great. So I think selfishly, just because I'm such a fan of his, I'd like to see maybe him in that. That's an important spot.
We agree with you. And a lot of people.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
You love his spear.
His spear is undeniable.
His spear. That one he did where he was outside the ring.
He came all the way running down.
Full speed. He's running like 20 miles an hour. Spears the guy, does a flip.
Yeah.
And I don't even know, like physically, I don't even know the physical universe I encompass. I don't even know how that's possible.
That would hurt.
So
yeah.
Yes.
It would hurt, bro.
Yes.
I've always thought that.
And it'd be hard. It'd be difficult to pull off too.
Yeah.
But you can't give that spot to someone that's already established. Someone who, like Cody doesn't need it. Cody's already over. Seth doesn't need it. Seth's already over. You need that spot to be for someone who needs that final kick in the ass, that final boost.
Yeah.
To put them to the stratosphere. Because John Cena's been, John and I debuted around the same time.
That's right.
And
yeah.
the fact,
2002.
Yeah. The fact that his career went where it went. Just amazing.
Incredible.
And unbelievable.
And on the other side of Saturday night was we saw Jey Uso and CM Punk face off for the World Heavyweight Championship because Seth obviously was injured and had to give it up. A lot of people, some people believe that it's kind of unfair that CM Punk should have this title. Some people think that CM Punk shouldn't worry about titles. Like I talked to Tyrus last week, and he said that right now CM Punk shouldn't even have to worry about world heavyweight titles. He should just be able to put people over. Example, Jey Uso. Do you agree with that, or do you think like a well-established star like CM Punk is somebody that should currently hold a title like that?
I agree with what Tyrus said. In a perfect world, he should be like that. But we're in a male ego dominated industry. Wrestling, I say it, wrestling is high school. Other than the only difference is everybody in that locker room is the prom king and prom queen. It's just, you have all these type A personalities. It's hard to tell these ego-driven maniacs, myself being one of them at a time in my life, that, you know what, it's time for you to play a different role within the company. That's tough to hear. And Tyrus is right. He should care only about that, but he still thinks he's got one more run in him. And who are we to say if he does or doesn't? Usually Father Time and injury makes that decision for you.
It's funny because a lot of people watched that match and they saw Jey Uso and how he was performing. And some believe, and I don't know if this is true, but some people believe that Jey Uso was purposely dragging the match, stalling the match. Now, I don't believe that personally because he might be upset about not being the one to win that night. But do you think
hold on, what match is it? Wait a minute, what match is this?
So this is
now he wants to watch it.
Saturday Night Main Event, Jey Uso and CM Punk. Some people believe that Jey Uso was purposely stalling it because he was upset about the outcome and that he should have the title. Does that even happen, though, in WWE? Is that even a thing? Like someone knowing they won't win will be upset and kind of stall the match?
Yeah, not getting back to my YouTube channel, but
No,
remember how you talked earlier about how videos come about?
Yeah, the algorithm.
That's exactly how they come about. Like that, like after we get done with this, I will watch that match and I will contact my partner and see, is there something there?
Yeah.
You know, we did a segment, a video a couple weeks ago where Randy got slammed into the ropes by Drew McIntyre. And, you know, we did a quick, it was 20 minutes, threw a video out. Well, you know, I rode with Randy for years, so I know what he's thinking. And I mean, that video did pretty decent. So you bet your bottom dollar I'm gonna go watch that match afterwards. Should it happen? No, it shouldn't. And for the most part, it doesn't. Most guys are professionals and they realize that in order to make a living, to feed their family, to pay their mortgage, pay their car loans, to put their kids through school, you have to do business. And sometimes you might like that business. Other times you might not. Doesn't really matter. You're gonna do whatever is asked of you. So I don't know. I know I'll know the Usos. I know their father. So it would shock me if they did that. But I'm not saying they didn't. I'm not saying Jay didn't do it. I'm gonna watch afterwards. I'm gonna watch.
Yeah.
We're getting a bonus.
Yeah.
And if you see in 2 to 3 days, if you see a video, you'll know it came from right now.
Hey, well then we got it first.
There you go, baby.
Today.
Since you came up with all these alpha males, you know, the biggest superstars, you were there when The Rock was there, Stone Cold was there. Was there a wrestler that was like the most resistant to someone like you coming up? You know, like you've always talked about how great The Undertaker was to work with. But those aren't the stories that we hear from other people. You know, like we talk about the courtroom that happened behind the scenes with The Undertaker leading the charge. Was there like a particular group or a certain wrestler that was resistant to people like you?
Man, it's funny. Perry Saturn was one that was, and Perry's I'm happy to call a friend today. Perry texted me earlier today. Wow. Test was another one. You know, Test was very resistant to, I don't know if it was me or just how I came in, but Test became one of my better friends. And, you know, I was unfortunately one of the last guys that he hung out with a few days before his passing. And so it was a different time. We didn't have the cell phone. We didn't have social media the way we have it now. So guys they could let you know how they were feeling without the retribution that would come along with it today. Today, it's just a different world. And, you know, they're going to not only let you know, but they're going to do it like this. Yeah. So this is how I feel. And it just wasn't, and it just wasn't like that back then. They would let me know. But they would just make sure I kept my place and knew where what I was able and what I was not able to do in that locker room.
You know, there's also a lot of tribalism in wrestling, and I don't know if you've covered this on your channel at all. WWE, AEW, very different fans. Some like both. Some are very adamant about speaking against each other. What's your thoughts on the tribalism, and what do you have to say to fans that just are so rock hard and speaking out against one or the other?
I don't speak on fans being rock hard much, but for you, I'll make an exception.
Maybe in your last hookup video that you did.
Get it. Totally get tribal. I understand. I mean, wrestling usually reflects society. And look at the world we live in now. We've never lived in a more polarizing political climate. Well, Wrestling is kind of the same way. For those fans that only watch one brand, you're missing out.
Yeah.
I know my favorite wrestler today is MJF. I think he's just a genius. I think what he's doing is legendary. I think it's, if he ever gets a chance to go to the WWE, I think he'll be one of the best heels ever. And if you're only
he's been offered.
I'm sure he has.
Yeah.
I'm sure he has.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's loyal. I know he's loyal to Tony. But if you're only watching WWE, you're missing out.
Mm-hmm. And
if you're only watching AEW or TNA, you're missing out on some superstars in the WWE that, the Brauns of the world.
Yeah.
Or, you're just missing out on just good entertainment, just good guys.
How do you feel about the whole upsetness? Is that a word? Upsetness.
it's not, but I know what you're.
See, I'm not actually a journalist. I'm just a guy that works here and loves wrestling.
You blew the cover, man.
Give me a podcast. Well, technically, I guess I'm a journalist. I don't know. I write something.
I don't even know how the hell you'd spell upsetness.
I know. I can see. I see it in my brain right now. How do you feel about? We talked about ESPN earlier. Now them taking over and everything. I mean, it's kind of expensive to be a wrestling fan now. You got to spend $30 a month. You still got to get Peacock for Saturday night main event. Going to events are insanely expensive. Yeah, dude. WrestleMania. I don't know if you saw this, but it's $38,000 for 2 nights next year in Vegas.
That's a wedding.
That's an expensive wedding, Roger. I don't know who you're marrying, but yeah, how do you feel about this? I feel like they're pricing out loyal fans, and a lot of people believe it as well.
It's one of the things that angers me the most. I wish you can say what you want about Vince McMahon. Vince knew that the everyday family was where his bread was buttered. He knew that in order to create generational fans, he was going to have to make his product accessible on a weekly basis, accessible on a monthly basis at an affordable rate. Yeah, I remember the day when, guys would be scrounging together. You'd bring 6 to 8 people together. Here, I got $12, and then you could buy the pay-per-view. It's not like that anymore. I remember also going to my first show when I was, I think, 7 years old. I asked my dad, how much that cost. He told me it was about $300 for everything. Mm-hmm. The tickets, the parking, the food, everything. $300 for everybody. That was his whole investment in that. Mm-hmm. That right now, you're not even getting one good ticket for that. Mm-hmm. They're pricing out loyal fans, and it's the one thing. But wrestling isn't the only one doing it. Football's doing it. Baseball's doing it. Yeah. I used to work for the Brooklyn Nets, and they encouraged us to sell to corporations. Don't call families, because they're not the one. Yeah, they're like, our courtside tickets, run $150,000. Regular people don't have that kind of money as disposable income. Corporations do. Yeah. And it's sad. It's sad that we live in that society, but I'm a firm believer that the answer to every question is money.
Yeah. And the thing is that people are actually buying these tickets too. It's not like they're just sitting there. When the event comes,
they're sold out.
They are sold out. And so why wouldn't they do that? I want to go back to your YouTube channel. I want to talk about WWE. I mean, you say you have a lot of guests on and everything. We've seen some great guests on your show. Has WWE said anything about your YouTube channel, like their thoughts on it? Because we know WWE can be very picky about where current talent goes on YouTube podcasts.
Yeah.
Has there been any backlash from WWE themselves? Have they tried to distance themselves from you a little bit, or how has that relationship been?
For the most part, non-existent. I have reached out to a few guests. I'll get Boogeyman. I reached out to Boogeyman. I've tried for the better part of a year and a half to do a video with Boogie, and something keeps coming up. And I do know that he, I think, technically is under contract with them.
A legend.
So, yeah. So, and again, like I said before, if I class someone and their answer is no, I get it. I completely understand. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's ability to make money. And he keeps telling me, we'll do it eventually. And I'm like, no problem. Do your thing. But I will say a couple months back, a guy from WWE reached out and asked if it was okay. Got me so excited. His exact words were, someone from Mr. Beast contacted us wanting your information. Is it okay to give your number?
I'm like, yes.
I'm like, yes.
It's gonna get you another house.
Well, it actually worked out. Turns out the guy used to work for Mr. Beast. He now works for a management company, Night Entertainment, and that's who that's who represents me.
Oh, okay.
Now. So it actually did work out. But I was all excited, thinking, "Oh, we'll be in a Mr. Beast video."
Yeah, that'd have been great.
Yeah. So
what would you do in a Mr. Beast video, though? That's the question.
Whatever. Whatever
he says.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever. I think the only thing I'm scared of is being like in confined spaces. Other than that, I'm not afraid of heights. I'm afraid of depth, but I'm not afraid of height. I do whatever.
Yeah.
But
that's a real thing, though. Like for you, you're becoming so big. I actually wrote it down. You are at 100. Tell me if this is wrong. You're at 175.4 million total views right now.
Is it? I didn't know that.
As of this month. So
wow.
You're going to be crossing over, like you're going to be reached out to by other channels. Like it's only the beginning and you're only growing faster and faster.
That's crazy.
It's awesome.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
I did not know that. I don't look at a lot of those stats just because I don't know what they mean.
This guy, he's so humble, man. I swear.
Well, no, I don't. Well,
he's got his partner.
No. I know. All right. I know if you look at a Mr. Beast channel or a Mark Rober's channel, I guarantee you that number's dwarfed. So yeah, we have found success in our lane, and I'm doing pretty well. I'm happier than I've been. But if I look at success compared to those guys, I mean, that would be the worst month ever for them. So it's it's almost like, how do you weigh it?
Yeah, you're doing great.
I'm just happy. Listen, I'm happy. We're having fun. The videos are enjoyable to make. Though I tell my partner, I only stress every Friday for about 2 to 3 hours when the video goes out. Other than that, my weeks they're pretty stress free. So
that's good. That's great.
Yeah, you recently you spoke to Devon Dudley. You spoke to the Dudley boys, and Devon had hinted at someone being racist to him while he was in the roster, and you kind of blew the lid on the whole thing.
Man, like Devon said, I blew it. If you look right before that, they were saying who it was.
Yeah, but okay,
they were saying who it was.
So I wanted to ask you, you came out with your impersonation. Everyone pretty much figured it out that it was Jim Ross that was the issue with Devon. Did you ever face any such issues yourself in the WWE?
If I did, I think they had plenty of other reasons to have heat towards me, just by the way I came into the business. I mean, we hear of Tough Enough now and however many seasons they've done, and when you look at guys that were graduates of Tough Enough, The Miz, John Morrison, Ryback, guys that did more in the business than I did, you see how successful it was. But when I came in, I mean, they had no clue, and guys hated me for coming in that way. So they had plenty of other things to hate me for, other than my peanut butter complected skin. They didn't, up on the hate ladder, they hadn't reached that high up on the rung. And if they did, hell, it was something. I grew up in Virginia, and in the born in the late 70s. I'd already seen my fair share of racism, so they weren't gonna hurt my feelings.
Gosh, I'm blanking out. I had a really good question.
I know, dude. This guy's making you blank out.
Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna fix this. Okay.
Am I that bad?
You can cut.
Am I that bad?
No.
Am I that shitty?
I had a really good question for you, and I just thought of it. So, so Tough Enough. I freaking love Tough Enough. I watched as much of it as I could have. I'm not that old, I'm 26. So I'm not saying you're old, but I wasn't able to watch your season of Tough Enough. I was only 3.
I'll say it. I am.
I was 3 years old.
It.
But when I was, of age to watch and my parents let me, I watched Tough Enough and I loved it. And I have to ask, why don't you think that they continued on with Tough Enough up till now? What is going on? Like, it's such a great show. Do you think it's a ratings thing, or do you think that it's something WWE just kind of put to rest?
I think everything runs its course. I think it was a good idea and it was great for its time. I also think so. Excuse me. I think social media plays such a role. You almost don't need a Tough Enough. Tough Enough was in lieu of social media. Mm-hmm. We were learning behind the scenes, learning about people's, personalities, through the lens of MTV and WWE back then. We don't need that anymore. People, they'll tell you what they're thinking, what they're feeling, what their hopes and dreams are, what they had for dinner. They'll tell you on a daily basis now. Yeah. And social media is almost taken the lead to where, you could have like an LFG or something like that.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
It's not the same.
But it's not. And I think Tough Enough was just so groundbreaking in its day because people care about what's going on behind the scenes, I think, almost more than they care about what's going on in the ring. We proved that. We're proving that now.
Yeah.
And others are proving it as well. Look at Matt Cardona. Matt Cardona is a bigger star now after his WWE run. And he's proof of it.
Did you see his video, the unsigned one, where it's behind the scenes of indie wrestling?
I make it a point to not support him in anything he does. Just I saw it. Cardona's one of the hardest workers in the world.
Sure.
That man, I was at the airport after a show one time and we were checking in for the same flight. And I've got my one bag and then my carry-on. He's got 5 suitcases full of his damn action figures and shit. And I'm like, is this everywhere you go? And he's like, yeah, every weekend. And I was like, no, thanks. Don't sign me up for that. That's funny. The commitment that it takes for him, hats off to him.
That's our very first guest.
But he was our first guest.
Oh shit! And they gave you guys more funding. I'm shocked they didn't yank the plug.
Right, I know.
And be like, this is the shit you guys are going to give us. You're done.
The risk.
You're done. Matt's great. I support anybody who will work hard, and what he does. I'm not a collector. What he does works for him, and I could not be happier at the success. And then I look at also like a Stevie Richards. Stevie is just he's in his lane, and Stevie puts out videos week after week of current topics and old school topics. I'm a supporter of his. I support everyone who is just continuing their wrestling journey. That's all this is. Once you leave the ring now, your journey's not over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're a great example of that. I got to ask, final question for you. Will there ever be a Maven on the road show or something where like you do a Q&A? I think that'd be a great thing.
Oh man, I would do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that sounds fun. Actually,
I would love. Yeah, I know Taker had his One Dead Man show.
Yeah. Try to do comedy.
I would.
Tickets were not cheap.
Yeah.
Shocking. Shocking. I think that's because Fanatics was doing like fitting the bill and doing all that, and then when he's going out, it's a double-edged sword. When someone from corporate hits you up, they obviously see an upside. They want to make their money, but then it's going to go back that Mark is the asshole. And sometimes I have to remind my partner, because he'll want to put something out and maybe on the community tab, and I'll have to be like, And they're going to blame me for this. So let's just hold off. Not you who had the idea. They're going to blame me.
I mean, same goes with TMZ. I mean, like we put stuff out, people blame TMZ, not us.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But I would do it in a heartbeat. Think I would have a blast. I think the whole time I could do an hour if I just walked on a stage and opened it up to questions.
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
See where the questions went. You want to? Here's a prime example, and I'll be brief. So you talked about the racism and what I experienced. This is a true story. When I was in 5th grade, I could not tell time on a clock like this, and my 5th grade teacher, math teacher, knew that, and he used to call on me every day, Maven, what time is it? And I would put my head down because I just did not know. Whatever math learning disability, the name of it is, I have it. Mm-hmm. And he used to write on the overhead projector, Maven is a dumb
no.
Day in and day out. Yes, 100%. Did it for months. Finally, my mom had to go and go into the school and went ape shit on him.
Wow.
Well, I'm sorry, but you're not going to offend me. I went through that already. Yeah. Well, you don't like me because of the color of my skin. Oh, darn. I don't care. I don't care. Stories like that would be fun to tell on the road.
I don't know if fun is the word.
I feel like you have a lot of stories you haven't told yet. So
oh my God.
I do. Well, here's why. Because I guarantee you there's somebody out there that might be going through something maybe not similar to that, but they're going through something. And if they can relate to me and they can be like, oh gosh, Maven, I watch his videos every week. And he was able to get through and get around something. Maybe I can too.
Yeah.
That the best part about, the second best part about this whole resurgence has just been the people that I've been able to just, I don't want to say give hope to, because that overinflates the importance of my YouTube channel, but just inspire. We've been able to inspire some people, and that means so much to me.
Yeah,
you do, man.
That's the reward.
Yeah.
Thank you, Maven, for coming on and being so open with us. I have so many more questions for you, but I have a job here, and if I don't go back to my job, they're going to kill me.
We'll do it again. We'll do it again. Just let me know when you want me to do it again. The answer is yes.
Sounds
awesome.
good.
Awesome,
hey, if you're in LA, come to TMZ Studios. David Atungo will probably be here as well. You guys can have a showdown over the YouTube channel.
Yeah, that'll be great.
I would love to.
And wrestling fans, I'm sure you've already subscribed to Maven's YouTube channel, but make sure you go subscribe. Once again, if you go to the channel, he lets you know that right away, right when you get on the channel. It gets you right away. So thank you, Maven, and we'll talk to you soon,
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Had a blast.